Hi everybody, welcome back. Now what I've done is I've set up a simple form. You're going to need to spend a bit of time just setting this up. It's got a couple of text boxes in there, a couple of labels in there, 4 option buttons, do the math button, a quit button, and it's actually got what you can't actually see on that when it's run is a label. And I've named things correctly, so I've got a label display, I've got a command quit button, an option times, an option divide or div, and so on. So I've named things to suit the code. So just pause the presentation and set your form up to look something similar to this. You don't have to have it exactly like this, but something quite similar. Okay, now basically what we want to happen is when we run the program, the user selects an option, puts a couple of values in, text boxes, clicks do the maths, and it gives an answer. Okay, and then obviously quit the program will quit it. So let's sort the quit button out first. By now you should be familiar with that little bit of code. And let's think about do the math button. Now do the math button, we've got 4 options, and every time we look at those options we need to convert the information that's gone into the text boxes into an integer value. That's something that we looked at quite a few weeks ago. So let's go into the general area and declare a couple of variables. Okay, so all I'm doing is declaring 2 variables, both as integers. Oops. So I've got 2 variables declared as integers. Now what I want to do is I want to create a private subroutine. Oops, sorry. And I'm going to call it convert. Okay, and you'll see once I've named my private subroutine, Visual Basic, as long as I don't make any mistakes of course, Visual Basic creates some extra code for us. There's a couple of extra brackets it puts on the end, and it puts this end sub in. So it's setting us up really for a private subroutine. Now in this private subroutine I want to convert my numbers, and hopefully as I go through this it will be clear why I'm doing it. Okay, so I want to say that int num1 is equal to the converted integer of txt num1.text. So this is something we've done before. You should be fairly familiar with. And I'm just going to copy and paste that in. Just make the obvious 2 changes. So basically what I've got there is I've got 2 lines of code. One converts whatever's in text number 1 text box into int num1, and the other one converts text number 2 into int num2. Okay, so that private subroutine called convert means that I can call upon that to do this every time I look at making a calculation, whereas before we repeated ourselves quite a lot. Okay, so hopefully that makes some kind of sense, and then the next video we'll look at writing the code to actually do the math. Okay, thank you.